Today we're taking a detailed look at the Pagani Design PD1645, a watch that brings luxury styling to an ultra-budget price. It's a two-tone homage to an iconic timepiece, coming in at just $50. But for that price, what are we really getting? Is this a hidden gem or just another budget watch that looks great in photos and AliExpress renders, but falls apart in real life? Well, let's break it all down. We'll look at the case, the dial, the movement, the bracelet, and everything in between. To be frank, we get so many of these very budget-looking homages on AliExpress, and yeah, we know that the renders look absolutely amazing. But can the PD1645, especially in gold tone, actually hold up against the competition? And there is plenty of competition, but I think that this Pagani design, specifically the gold tone with these crystals, it does an amazing job. But hey, this is just my opinion. I want to take you through the review and I want you to take a look and actually decide for yourself if this is your cup of tea. Now, the link to the listing will be in the description below the video, so check it out if you're after a sharp price. And now, without further ado, let's dive in and talk about this gold tone dress watch. Let's do it. Let's kick off with the dimensions. We get a diameter of 40.5mm, a lug-to-lug length of 53.6 due to protruding male endlings, a height of 11.4mm and 12.6 with the Cyclops. We get a lug width of 20mm tapering down to 16 at the clasp, and a weight of 160 grams. The case here is stainless steel with a polished flank and brushed lugs, keeping things balanced, dressy, but not over the top. Now, the star of the show is that fluted bezel. It's a bold design choice that plays beautifully with the light. Unlike some cheaper homages that use pressed metal for fluting, Pagani's done a good solid job of matching these cuts, giving it a high-end appearance. The gold tone is well executed as well. It's not that oversaturated yellow that screams cheap, but instead it's a more refined champagne gold tone. The case is full stainless steel with a mix of brushed and polished finishing. The polished flanks add a bit of dressiness, while the brushed lugs help to keep the design grounded, ensuring it doesn't go full bling. It's also moderately sized, meaning it won't overtake the wrist, even for those with slimmer wrists. So you can see how it sits on my 6.5-inch wrist, which is considered to be relatively slender, and there's hardly any overhangs. In fact, even though this is a dress watch and it's very bling, it doesn't seem to be that bling. It's just a dress watch, which is actually very much aesthetically pleasing. If we take a look at the dial, it's all about elegance. You are getting a sunburst gold effect, shifting from bright champagne to a deeper gold depending on the light. But what really adds character here are these square set crystal indices. While they're obviously not real diamonds, they do catch the light real well, creating a nice upscale aesthetic. Above the dial, you get a flat slab of synthetic sapphire crystal, a fantastic inclusion at this very budget price point. Most budget watches stick to mineral crystal, maybe Hardlex, K1 crystal, but Pagani Design steps it up here. The Cyclops at 3 o'clock is also synthetic sapphire crystal. Now, that Cyclops does give us a magnified view of the date. And what's another big plus with this Cyclops is that there is no alignment inconsistencies, as is so often with other budget watches, well, around the $40 to $60 mark, where they do get a Cyclops. So here, the alignment is good, and even the magnification is almost 2.5 times, which is real good. In regards to the movement, well, we've got the Militado 8215, a self-winding automatic with 21 joules and a 42-hour power reserve powering on this watch. The movement has been around for quite a long time. It's simple, reliable, and widely used in affordable automatics. However, it does come with some quirks. The second-hand sweep isn't the smoothest, so the NH35 would look slightly better. And another big drawback of this movement is that the movement doesn't hack, meaning when you pull the crown out, the second hand keeps on running. But for $50, these are just minor compromises. Flipping the watch over, we get an exhibition case back, which gives you a full view of the movement. Now, don't expect Geneva stripes or perlage finishing. It's a very industrial, very raw, but still a fun feature for anyone new to automatic watches. let's touch on the bracelet and the clasp. So we do get the Jubilee style bracelet here. The first thing you'll notice is the two-tone finish. You've got brushed steel outer links and polished gold tone center links, keeping that classic luxury look. It's comfortable on the wrist and has good link articulation, meaning it conforms well to the wrist. However, tolerances could be better. That's an obvious look here. If you look closely, there are visible gaps between the links, but again, that does make it very convenient to wear, but yeah, the tolerances could be better. The bracelet comes with a signed clasp featuring a milled wing and a secure double pusher mechanism. While it's a basic clasp, it locks in place well. And an important detail, we've got inverted end links. So who is the watch for? Well, technically the PD1645 is an affordable way to get the classic two-tone Datejust tribute aesthetic without spending thousands. While it obviously lacks the finishing and precision of its inspiration, it definitely does pack a punch, especially for $50. So who's the watch for? Well, if you love luxury style dress watches but aren't ready to spend thousands, this is a fun, guilt-free alternative. If you want a beta dress watch that still looks good without worrying about scratches or damage, then this fits the bill as well. Or if you're new to automatic watches and just want to experience your first automatic and you want it to look interesting and again fun, this might be the perfect first automatic watch because you're not spending a lot of money and you're getting quite a bit for it. So sapphire crystal on top of the main glass element as well as the sapphire crystal, well, that's pretty much great for daily wear and tear. And again, you do get a bit of that bling factor, so if you are going out and you don't want to risk someone ripping this watch off your wrist, well, this could be a nice piece. Anyways, $50 for the Pagani Design PD1645. The link is in the description below the video, so do check it out if you're after a sharp price. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.